Hello everyone. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a good one. I just was healing up. Let's see here. Okay, sorry, just paranoid that I wasn't actually recording my audio. Okay, so we got the lovely fog. I should say immediately that I believe I might have suggested that that they were going to get rid of bunker missions in 4.2, and you know, honestly, I haven't checked in 4.2. I know that in maybe not the latest, but the second latest patch notes for 4.2, they mentioned that they re-added ground missions after not saying that they removed them. Although I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really heard too many things, and I don't really care enough to go and check things out. Oh, right, don't, never, ever call your ship from that. You always do it from the hangar, unless you need to spawn the hangar, and I've just been in a lot of situations where it seems like I need to do the thing. I think, is this the first Star Citizen Weekly can show off this backpack? So this is the Warden backpack. You get it from the legendary armor guys on, well, the legendary armor dusters on Hurston. They don't have any missions, so you just gotta know where to go and you just gotta grind. They're peaceful until you attack them, at least in the current builds. This is actually a heavy backpack that I guess is bugged, and you can equip it to medium and I think even light armors, which I don't think this really looks like a heavy backpack, but it does make me a little like I kind of want to get a heavy backpack. I think that'd probably be good. Let's see. It does seem like, as of late, the bunkers are not functioning, or they're not giving out bunker missions, or giving out very few. Also, honestly, I gotta be honest, I can't remember. Honestly, I gotta be honest. Wow me. I cannot remember what, noteworthy things they said in the Star Citizen Live. That's more just me, but I mean, I don't know. And at the end of the day, if we're going to talk about anything with CIG, I trust that the devs mean well. I don't trust that they will always do the right thing. After, like, there's a lot of things, right? That they've messed up that just seems like they just, like, trust is a big word. I trust that the developers know what they're doing, and have a good idea of things, and there are some people and some bad ideas that somehow get through. Anyway, I also trust that they don't do anything fast. Like, I gotta be, I gotta be honest. I just gotta be honest. They don't do anything fast. I don't know. I was recording some Starfield videos and was talking mostly about Star Citizen, as usually happens.
Quantum travel complete.
So I don't want to repeat myself if I don't have to, but God, who knows? Oh. Wow. Okay. Guess we're gonna take this, because it's the only damn thing that's available. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, there's not too much to talk about. Okay, so 4.2 is imminent, I guess. Oh, the Prowler utility is a thing. The Prowler utility, I think the Prowler utility is funny. It's a smuggling ship that exists at a time when smuggling is not a thing that you do. There's no reason to do that. And I'm out of soda. Goddamn. That being said, so my problem with the behind the ships episodes they've done is that all of them have been in front of the ship. They've been advertisements for the ship, which I think is a waste of time. A waste of time and effort, if I'm going to be honest with you. They talk with developers, but they don't really talk about the story of the development of the ship. And I think, okay, in all fairness, there is some degree of, if they talk about what the role is, then people are gonna meme out when it either changes roles or, elements that, oh, I can see what they were trying to do, but now because they changed the way that scanning works, because the way that stealth works, or something, this just doesn't make any sense now. Also, I set this up for... Okay, cool. Whoa, why am I getting attacked? What is happening? What the fuck is... What? You're... Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Really? Fucking really? Okay. Thank you. Thank you so fucking much. Oh, yeah, do this bounty hunting mission. Yeah, the compound's gonna... Did it fucking say? Because if it said, oh, by the way, you're gonna get shot at by the security, then, you need a contractor heading in the direction on double before the target vanishes. Near the security compound, come prepared to use lethal force. Doesn't say anything about security not being alerted or anything. What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? Like... God. And there's no, faction rep that There's no like, oh, well, you know what I had to do? I just needed to work with Microtech more. Oh my god.
Shields on.
Where are you fucking... Are you serious?
Shields off.
Can you fucking... Can anything fucking work? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. What was I saying? The Prowler utility... I've never done this mission before, so if this is... So presumably this is just normal shit. What the wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Am I just a complete dumbass? No, I said Port Tressler. Why are you... What? Port Tressler. Are you fucking kidding me? But no! What the fuck? Port Tressler! The fucking... The station? Why is it routing me to... Fucking god. Okay. I don't feel like I am ye of little patience today, but apparently I am. God, like, what? Why? Why the fuck? The Prowler utility is a fucking useless ship. It looks cool, and like, I don't know, it's the dumbest thing because... It's the dumbest thing because, like, I understand the thing with the alien tax, but you know what was the fucking funniest thing? In the behind the ships, like, John Crew was literally like, oh, I can't wait to see more of these ships around. It's like, that statement is in complete contrast to the idea that, oh, well, alien ships are going to be more expensive because we don't want to see them around. It's like, I mean, it makes sense that, yes, like, it's less expensive and it's like $140 less, right? Which is kind of a big deal. But, yeah, it's... Oh my god. So... God, I... Also, still, seriously, I'm like... One thing that still irks me... Okay, and also, by the way, God, I fucking, like... I want to love this... I want to love the Spirit so fucking much, but it is so fucking fragile! These stupid fucking thrusters! Stupid fucking thrusters, and the system does not know how to compensate for losing thrusters at fucking all! It's terrible! Like... Oh, and also, by the way, I was, So, I had mentioned being excited, I think, for the ghillie missions, or the... Oh my fucking god, the training missions, whatever the fuck the guy's name is. Like, they don't really do a great job of teaching. I mean, they, like... All the teaching is in notes. Is in the mission text, and it's like, that's... You can do better. I mean, maybe not with the amount of time that they were given. But... You can do better. God damn it. 100% no, you can do better, CAG. Anyway. What the fuck am I thinking of?
Landing gear
Um...
Landing.
I don't know. I am thinking that I really would love to change the Spirit just because of the durability. The durability is so bad, and like, I really hope that this is something that changes with physicalized armor, because like, this is... The Spirit's kind of amazing. in a lot of ways. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's sort of, you can take whatever cargo you need. You have a decent amount of cargo space. Got a good amount of cargo space. You've got a good amount of amenities. Like, it's just good. It's got the VTOLs, which will be helpful in the future. But I don't know what I would want to upgrade it to. I mean, part of me wants to say, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. I want to upgrade it to a TAC. To a Starlancer TAC. But like, goddamn, that is that is very expensive. So, I mean, I don't know, dude. Oh my god, did the route stick? Oh my god. Why? Can nothing fucking work for like longer than 2 months? Jesus fucking no, fuck off! Come on, this is not. God, dude, this is difficult. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to just. Oh my god.
Quantum travel engaged.
What was I gonna say? The fuck was I gonna say? Besides, like, just getting annoyed with the actual game. A friend who moved to a different state came to town, and we've tried to play Star Citizen before,
Shields off.
but we why the fuck? But like we played in like 3.8 or like 3.10 or something, and it was terrible. And I'd love to. Like, every fucking time, I'm like, oh, you know what? I want to tell a friend, like, hey, we should play Star Citizen. Then some fucking thing happens to me, and I'm like, I can't, in good faith, recommend this. When neither of my friends really signed up for a, you know, alpha, or a live alpha experience. God. It just pisses me off, especially because of the year of stability that, like, I don't, dude, like, I don't know. I am hopeful that when Squadron 42 releases, that, things will slowly get better. But it's just, a lot of people, most of the team will move off of Squadron. There will be some people working on the second Squadron game, but honestly, I can see them, like, actually taking everybody off and just sort of, at least for a little while, just making one big push to see how far they can get. Maybe not necessarily to 1.0, because 1.0 is probably a couple years after. It's probably a couple years after.
Quantum travel complete.
Squadron. I imagine like 2028 at the earliest for 1.0. But anyway, I don't know. Just getting blown out of the sky from this is just completely changed my fucking. It just completely fucking ruined my day. Not having any mercenary missions completely ruined my day. Gotta be completely honest with you. I think the thing I really wanted to talk about was the open. No, you know what? Okay, yeah. I wanted to say that I hate how bad the open development part of Star Citizen is, with the ISCs not really talking about development at all and just being an advertisement for the latest event. And I think that's stupid. I don't like it. I would rather have, I want to see, like, an ISC just literally just talking about the development of, you know, an item, armor, weapons, ships. Like, actually, like, I want to see the concept, I want to see the... Don't fucking freeze up! What the fuck? Okay. I'm also really tired of that. That, I... did not mean to, come off quite so, what's the word? Whatever that is, I didn't mean to come off quite as much as that, but I am tired. I'm so fucking tired of the game goddamn stuttering like that. That is the fucking worst thing ever. Jesus Christ. And like, yeah, I'm like 6 months into... 6.5 months into the year of stability, and like, this is the kind of shit I'm dealing with? Okay. I'm not running the highest end system, but I'm not running a potato. Some element of... There's gotta be... We gotta have some understanding of... what stable means. I mean, I guess, okay, actually, no. In all fairness, stability doesn't necessarily mean performance or whatever, but, that is another conversation, but, yeah. I also, like, did I mention, yes, like, I really want an excuse to, like, prepay for a year of subscriber flare, or for a year of subscription. There is no, like, I want to be a dumbass. I want to be fiscally irresponsible because of Star Citizen. I would like to some degree, I mean, I'm glad I'm not, but to some degree, that is a thing that I would like to have happen, and the subscriber flare has been fucking garbage. I mean, dude, like, okay, it's not gonna be, like, make or break, you know, it's not gonna be equipment that, you know, is the, be-all, end-all of things. And, like, I think there are some things, like furniture, that, people are not going to ever be excited for. Clothing, some people are going to be excited about clothing. Also, by the way, actually, with furniture, did they add anything with furniture? Have they added any new furniture? I mean, aside from subscriber flare things. Because if they have added, say, if they've added, you know, say, like, just more furniture, some counters and stuff or something, and that'd be cool, that'd be nice, but I don't think so. I guess in all fairness, we're just gonna have to wait and see on a lot of that, and maybe crafting and base building is gonna be where more of that gets added. But anyway, this, like, all they need to do for subscriber stuff, we have a few paint schemes that are exclusive to subscriber weapons and armor. We need a universally applied ship system, or ship paint system, and frankly, the paint system needs to apply to armor and weapons and clothing, as well. And clothing also, you know, does need to have a reason to exist, and, Yeah. But like, we don't have, there are so many colors of equipment that don't exist, that don't currently exist, that could exist as subscriber flare. And I mean, I think in general people really like, even if like, stuff like the Star Kitten armor or the, Cadillo helmets, even if that is not to your particular taste, I think I have to assume that people like them. Because, like, at least the idea that, I know some people really hate, like, bright, colors, and, like, the Star Kitten armor in particular might really be to some people's unfancy. And, like, this helmet with giant glowy bits could, also be that. A combat helmet with giant glowy bits, at the very least. A utility helmet with giant glowy bits, that makes some sense, but yeah. Yeah, literally, like, give me a salvo in different colors. Give me an LH86 with engravings. You know, because this one is engraved. That you can't all see at the moment, but yeah. Also, I was hoping that Microtech would be better with missions, because ArcCorp has not been good. I don't know what the fuck happened. So, there was a thing, and I was playing when this happened. There was a huge fucking outage. That just, you could not log into the game. And I was playing when that happened. And I gotta be honest, like, literally, like, the status page didn't update. By the time that I got back into the game, they had said that there was degraded performance. And, in my experience after, and then eventually it's, went to say, hey, everything's fine. And to my experience, it's been good, except the fact that the mercenary missions just don't seem to be spawning, and there could be other ones, but yeah. Also, God, can we get some ground vehicles worth the damn? I really think, and I do not understand what is the blocker for this. I mean, maybe literally nobody's thought of it, and I'm the only one, but I really doubt that. We're like, so you know, with hover vehicles, for whatever reason, hover vehicles get targeted by, are targeted by anti-air turrets, and, I mean, I got a real simple solution for you. I don't know what, like, I assume it's because, the way that they're coded, those turrets are always going to target ships, and the hover vehicles are considered ships. And there's just not, like, I could get a Cyclone and put in back my Spirit, but I didn't. And it would just be a lot fucking easier if I could just get, well, a Ranger. I would definitely have a Ranger, but, if I could just get a, what's it? If I could just get, like, a Dragonfly or whatever. The anti-air turrets just have there be a minimum angle of fire, like a minimum arc they can go down to. They can't shoot any lower than, I don't know what would be good, I don't know what would make the most sense, but like, limit it to 15 degrees or something. And not necessarily limit it from being able to target ships, hover vehicles, or regular ground vehicles for that matter. It's just a matter of it cannot aim low enough that it cannot aim low enough to shoot straight in front of it. Now, if you have a turret if you have an anti-air turret at the bottom of a valley, that might be a different story, but that crater is going to give you a place to stop, get out of your vehicle, and you don't have to walk, a super long distance. And at that point, you probably would want to go on foot anyway, or it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Oh my god. And yeah, theoretically, maybe you could quickly land a ship before you blow up, but also that's kind of risky, unnecessarily risky. I mean, there's should hopefully be a bunch of other potential reasons for that. Not to mention potentially having a but even if we're only going to target things that have a certain amount of emissions, just limit the freaking thing, because yeah, they're supposed to be anti-air turrets. Why the fuck would they not be anti-air turrets? Or why the fuck would they be shooting at ground targets? That being said, I don't know how much I would want to, Oh, you know what? Okay, in all fairness, is this possibly just a distribution center that's been taken over by criminals? Is that what the theme is here? If that's the case, then shame on me for, not knowing a piece of information that there was no way to learn aside from either looking it up online or getting shot at. Oh, also the weekly sneak peek for this week was the stealth armor, which I think everybody's calling sniper armor, which I understand why, but god. So for one thing, they're gonna sell it. I know they're gonna fucking sell it, because nobody gave a shit that they sold the flight suits. Nobody gave a shit that they sold the tracker armor, or a version of the tracker armor. Nobody gave a shit that they sold a new completely unseen DCP armor, which I don't know if it's actually any different than the fucking ADP armor. But it's called DCP armor, even though one of the things has a description that says ADP in the description. So I don't even fucking know. It's a whole mess. And also, so they sold it, and what's the big deal? They sell armor and gear all the time. Well, holy shit, they literally said in that same presentation, that this was that all the armor in that presentation was supposed to be super special armor that you had to earn, and you couldn't buy. And I think the implication was you couldn't buy in-game, you had to earn it in-game. And then they sold it on the web store, and it's oh, well, it's just a flight suit, whatever. It's well, it's supposed to be a specialized piece of fucking equipment. It's supposed to be the best goddamn flight suit you can fucking get. Maybe not the best, but among the best was sort of the implication they gave, and then it's just nah. Just the more they fucking say stuff like that, it's I'm not going to believe you when you say something, because you've literally lied to me. And there's a difference between oh, our plans have changed, and just blatant, blatant selling things for money. And I guess we could argue about that, but I'm pretty confident that, yeah. And also, like, there's no fucking reason to get that flight suit. There's no fucking reason to get the tracker armor. It's just heavy armor. And that stealth armor is not gonna have any stealth capabilities. Because that isn't a thing in the game yet. And I mean, like, you know, there is an element of, oh, well, you know, I mean, like, this is the year of stability. They're focusing on other things. And that is not terrible. That is understandable. Even. But it's just, it still has the same sort of problems that... It's got the same sort of problems that you get with, sorry. Same sort of problems you get with the Prowler, where, like, the Prowler utility, where it's supposed to be a smuggling ship, and you don't have any smuggling missions or any mechanics that really gear you towards, smuggling. Like, it just doesn't make sense in the current state of the game. And it is, unfortunately, just really not unique in that sense. Jeez. And the sort of delayed timer on some of these markers. Oh, Jesus. And the grenades with no grenade count. Man, I really wish there was FPS radar and scanning. I kinda like this mission, except I don't really want to be a bounty hunter. Ah, shit. Well, I really hope that I properly killed that guy. Oh, don't... What? Oh my god, don't bug out like this. Why the fuck? What? No, I can't use my gun! What the... come on, man. No! Jesus! Fucking Christ! Oh, or fuck off! Oh my god. What the fuck is happening right now? Bro, what the fuck is this? 322? Like, seriously. I haven't seen a lot of these bugs. I have seen these bugs post 4.0, but like, I haven't seen them in a long ass time. You don't see them that often. Why the fuck, man? And and also, like, let's be completely 100% fair here. I am not helping. I do not have my little QR code. I am not putting these on the issue council. And that is not helping anything that I am complaining about. That was not great. The lights are the things that are killing you, bud. I don't know if all y'all are recognizing this fact, but you have an arrowhead? Oh boy, okay. Oh, why do I have... Okay, why do I have a med pen that doesn't have any juice in it? That's not cool. Sorry if I'm whining a lot in this particular episode. Just a lot of stuff I was not expecting to have problems with. This thing seems like hot garbage. But I will take the scope. Scope seems fine. I definitely don't hate the idea of a charge sniper. If you want to do a sniper rifle well, or charge sniper well, and if you were gonna ask me what I would want to do, what I would want out of a charge sniper is the ability to I would want it to fire. Either give me a very clear sense of when it is done firing, or when it's done charging, or either give me a sense of when it's done charging, or just when it's done charging is when it fires. The only one potential problem is that with a charged sniper, I mean, it's going to have a slow fire rate. It is going to have a slow fire rate, and you're not changing that fact. Somebody's shooting at me, and I don't know where. And don't know with what either. Oh, the fire starter desktop. I'm gonna take this. Dude, this was one mission. Oh, I don't know why I went out of the inventory screen after taking his armor. Oh, does he have a burn? No, that's just some skin blemish. Was that a blemish? I don't know. I guess we'll take your helmet. Is this singularity? Okay. This backpack, like, this backpack is definitely not gonna be like a permanent addition sort of thing, because it is a heavy backpack. I assume that it's a bug, but I also think that I also kind of would love to see light, medium, and heavy backpacks not be tied to armor, and just like, there are some armors, you might have light armor that has a heavy backpack slot. Or at least theoretically that could be something you run into. Oh. I do like this, although, goddamn, was this an event? Just getting here. FPS radar and scanning would be so nice. And I would go through this so much faster as a result. Now, honestly, I'm kind of curious now what I'm gonna find at this Cryastro place. Because I think Cryastro is a legitimate company. Ooh. Oh, that didn't hurt nearly as much as I thought it was going to. Oh? Oh. It's like, ooh, secret tunnels. I'm also... well, I don't know. I think one of the things that would really help, really help, is if they added the fucking armor lockers. Because I just, like... we have weapon lockers. Why do we not have armor lockers? Why is this not something that they've put the effort into? Because, like, I know it's not a simple thing, okay? It's not just a simple thing. They just go and boom, armor lockers are in. There's a lot of things that need to be considered. And I think it really makes sense to wait for item recovery Tier 1, like, where you can ensure the exact state of your ship. Like, that is gonna do so much for everything. Just gonna be a huge win for everybody. One thing I don't like about these locations is they don't usually have a lot of loot, or it's just really not super obvious where the loot is. Although, like this, why isn't there loot here? There should totally be some loot here. And there isn't. It's 51 minutes. I don't really want to... I don't want to keep you too long. I'm out of soda and I'm getting cranky. But you know what? I want to just... Even if it's a suicide mission, I'm gonna go check out Cryastro. I get a sense that it's been run over by the criminal element. And frankly, there's not, like, until 4.2 comes out and we see where the all the missions and stuff are at, then you know, not too much to really concern myself with, or not much to do. I think one of those dudes had some spare AO3 ammo. Oh well. Like, if you're gonna tell me, you know what, if they could also be legit guards and they just don't want me here, that could also be the case. But at the same time, like, really? Really? Kinda also be more into it for doing some why did I switch my guns? I don't know what this is, dude. Yeah, it's totally possible that they're just going to be openly, these are legit guards that are going to be openly hostile to me. But I am closer to this facility than not, so... I don't know if I mentioned also, I saw Mr. Kraken's video. Mr. Kraken makes some great stuff, by the way. When I literally was traumatized by my inability to find, Copians, Tundra Copians, okay, well, in all fairness, I looked up his video, and because I looked up his video, and then proceeded to not be able to find anything, because of, information that he did not put in his video, because he did not know, because it was a very specific niche thing that you could easily look over. Yeah, that was the whole thing. God, yeah, no, that was a thing. Yeah, I also wonder, though. Alright, so... Oh, yeah, no, I was gonna say... So, by the way, Mr. Kraken did a video on Stormbreaker and some of the stuff, such... Oh, what is this? I have my gun at a low ready, and then I just fucking don't walk normally? Oh my god. Wow, seriously? Also, some of the, like, there's some parkour that works and some parkour that just doesn't want to work even remotely, and it's kind of crazy. Not gonna lie. But yeah. Stormbreaker seems like garbage. And I mean that in a very specific way, in that it is an extremely linear experience. You go to a place, you have to go through the place in a specific way, and then you go to another place and you do a specific thing, and like if you literally could just go to... If it was break into a facility, and you can either sneak in, you can go guns blazing, you can stealth your way in, you can social stealth your way in. If they gave you meaningful options, I would be okay with it, but it seems like they did not give you meaningful options. You only have one way of doing things. And it just seems, like not what they wanted to do, you know? Because they had talked about, like, hey, we want you to, in Pyro in 2022, I think, they were showing off stuff about, like, hey, like, there's just... like, here's 3 different ways you could go about doing this mission. And, like, yeah, this is all built around, stuff you can do, and it's just like... Okay. Am I getting a shot? Hello. Okay. Be very careful here. What armor does this guy have? Oh, it's Artemex, and that looks like a criminal. Well... Oh Jesus, that freezing up is just pain in the ass. Oh. Didn't get a crime stat. Interesting. Oh, I also didn't have the call to arms mission, by the by. Can I get the call to arms mission? The idea of taking a call to arms mission, going to a known pirate base and just looting it does kind of sound cool, as rad as fuck. Okay, I feel like some of those shots should not have missed. But they did miss. And I have to live with my failures. Also, should I not take the 2 rounds out of the smaller mag? Put them into the 12-round mag? Would that not be the better way to do this? So I am going to remember this, actually. This might... This might be what I do on, tomorrow, or when I stream, is just go and, go here and loot stuff. Just activate a loot gremlin mode. This isn't the Hurston edition armor, is it? No, it's just the regular one. Which, in all fairness... No, it is... Interesting. It's the core isn't, and that was what I was mainly wondering about. But, At some point I was like, oh, you know, Artemex armor might be the armor for me. And, I like the... possibly what the style is supposed to be. But also, I don't actually know what the style is supposed to be. I assume that it's going to be like it's going to be medium bounty hunter armor, which I might like. Might be up my alley, but I don't know if it will be up my alley. I'm sorry, was there music? Or with like heavy drum beats, or was there somebody shooting at me? I honestly cannot tell. I'm also thinking to myself right now, I really should have gotten a ground vehicle. At some point I'm going to end this video. But we'll see. There's no way that there's not just criminals at the hanging out where criminals usually like to hang out. On these refinery things. Or at the pipes. Whatever the hell you want to call them. Wouldn't it be cool? Okay, you know, another thing is, potentially, being able to, for like exploration gameplay. Now, I don't know if I mentioned, I don't care, like they said that Stormbreaker is exploration gameplay, it's not exploration gameplay. I don't care too much about the fact that they said it was exploration gameplay, because it just seems like a developer saying something, a developer using a poor choice of words. I also got to admit, though, at some point, like, I do have to admit that sometimes Jared will, when he's talking about stuff, it's like, people are complaining about this thing, and obviously this isn't a problem. And sometimes it does come off as just, you know, what's the word? Patronizing? Maybe not patronizing, but comes off as, you know, kind of not derogatory. No. Condescending. I mean, sometimes it's like, you know, people are just like, why is CAG taking all the time to do this stuff? It would take me 15 minutes or whatever, and it's like, no, it wouldn't. But also, like, people don't know that, and it's just and at some points, some of those questions are also things that he's had to. He's had some things he's had to deal with for years. Jesus. It's also a real fucking amazing thing that these guys have med pens. And are using S71s for the most part. Well, it's nice of them to give me have these armor racks. I also assumed that these were new to the Hathor locations, which is kind of funny. Is this gonna work better? Maybe not better. Okay, whatever, fine. Just want to equip the fancy thing. It is a shame that, like, these are the most basic bitch weapons one could ask for. Also, these are a lot of spawn elevators, right? Like, a lot? Oh, excuse me, sir. Shit. Ah, fuck. Well, yeah. Gotta admit, this actually is kind of fun. I just want to get to the, I want to get to the main lobby. I want to see what's at the main lobby. And also, I kind of really want to get all of this armor, if I can. I mean, obviously not right now, because no, I'm not getting all of this armor. That's not happening. I don't have the space for it, for anything. But I really hope that there's some actual worthwhile loot, because, like, that's one thing that they really don't do that well, is loot. Like, I don't know. I'm here because I got a mission and now I don't have any, and I don't really see any other missions. Well, okay, I didn't really look in all fairness, but it's just like, eh. We'll have to see though. I'm thinking that this door is gonna lead to a larger area with more enemies. And I actually want to take that ladder, because this seems like I don't want to draw that much attention to myself. Also be nice if I did just, you know, draw an unnecessary amount of attention to myself. Ooh. This seems dramatic. Also trying to think. Oh, is that minus 270? Oh my god. What was just happening with the temperature? Ooh, is this gonna be a weapon? No. But it might be a good moment for Admiral Snackbar to take over. I can get behind this nice little hidey hole of a weapon. Well, it's not a weapon. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised. Kind of feels like, why wouldn't it be? Because I think I honestly think that the loot distribution, the loot pools, and the like having loot pools is a good thing. I don't necessarily think that dividing like the current divide in loot is not great. shit. Stairs? Of course, that medical stuff just doesn't do anything, because why would it? That'd be way too convenient. It does seem kind of interesting that, like, every iteration of ground stuff they've done has different... just has different containers. I mean, that, like, to some degree, maybe that makes sense. But also... why? You know? Why would you do that? Oh. It's probably a spawn closet. Just a door. Really don't have that many enemies here. Kinda surprised. Sure, I'm going to be proven wrong. By the raunchiest of gunfire. Oh, yeah. Ooh, got some headshots. Also not seeing a heck of a lot of movement. Which maybe should be my cue to move. But yeah, I mean, oh geez. I assume that there are some resources that these criminals are, you know, want, that they're, you know, occupying a distribution center for. My current, guess is nothing, because oh, it's glass. Jesus, okay. I'm not necessarily in a super bloodthirsty mood, but I would just rather not have enemies shoot me from behind. Oh, jeez. Accuracy could be better. Oh my god, it could be better. Jeez. So I'm not getting flanked, am I? Not yet. Don't count your cards just yet. I'm fairly confident there was another enemy, but we will see momentarily. I have to assume that they don't know how to deal with doors. But that is solidly an assumption. I would love to, at the end of this excursion, walk away with, like, a stolen ship or something, but also that's obviously asking far too much. Because what are CZs at the end of the day? Oh my god. The game has actually just completely shot itself. Oh my god. Is it really gonna crash? No. Oh my god, but I'm never getting out of this elevator. Okay. Okay. Apparently I am asking too much of the game right now. Oh my god, why? Seriously, this is ridiculous. For the love of God, please. Oh my god. Actually, why? Fortifier helmet icefall. And it's red, apparently. That's interesting. I'll admit, if it frees up some space, I'll drop the fire starter armor. I was gonna say, like, you know, the dust up armor is, you know, like, an armor. I mean, like, Castec is an interesting company. I don't know how much stuff I really want to use of theirs. I mean, I really like the Karna. But, yeah. And I will say that basically what I'm getting from this isn't really worth it. Like, even remotely. I mean, like, again, like, you know, the armor, like, there's no loot. There is no even remotely useful loot. The only purpose this really serves I mean, it's a good area to, it's a potential. It's got potential. That much, I think, is clearly true. And also, this is not new content at all. But, like, goddamn. This is actually does have a hold on my attention, so... And not everything does these days. Especially in Star Citizen. God, when engineering gameplay comes out, you know what I really would love? Imagine, okay, so, alright. So imagine if you could just go to this distribution center, and you could go to the control room, to a security control room, and you could just turn the power off to the local, you know, security grid. You could go to a hostile bunker, and you could just, you know, have a strike team infiltrate, take control of the security, and maybe take it offline and then reauthorize, like, upload IFF tags or whatever, or recalibrate the IFF tags, and then just go have a team, dedicated team, specifically go for all the loot. That'd be cool. That'd be nice. I'm assuming there are going to be enemies here, but... Oh. I'm not seeing anybody. Which is kind of surprising. Can I actually call out a ship?
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval
Holy
system.
shit. I mean, I'm not going to because it's immediately going to get shot, but... do they have garages? I don't think they do. Ooh, that... I was like, what is this a thing? Nope, it's an elevator, and then it opens up, and I'm like, oh god. It would also be nice to see, you know, to see this dressed up a little bit with enemies, with enemy decor. Oh, I don't know if you can still roll I just hear shooting? God, aren't shrubs just so annoying? That, like, you can 100% get shot through these. You can't see through them, though, very effectively. But then maybe you can? Anywho. Well, so... yeah, okay. This is gonna be a longer episode, unintentionally, very much unintentionally, completely distracted by, fairly basic... I mean, like, I don't know, maybe I'm just easily entertained. But also, like... dang, I mean, like, if they... distribution centers could have been amazing sandbox activities in and of themselves. If it's just like, hey, there's a hostile distribution center. You can go here, you can loot stuff. It's all you needed to win me over. But they didn't. That is a bit silly. Can I actually go to one of the hangars? It'd be really funny. I did not go here yet, although nothing really here anyway, so... I could also see I could see there being something with the distribution center where you gotta get access cards, you gotta print some keys off, and then after you've printed some keys, you exchange the keys and you get and like gain access to a ship or something. Or something. I mean, obviously the distribution centers are also supposed to be like mini, like, mission hubs. So also, like, that's not a bad idea, but they never really... didn't really continue with it. Is there just... excuse me. Is CIG's thing just having ideas, starting them, and never finishing them? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's all Star Citizen has ever been, a bunch of unfinished ideas. Desperate to try and be more than that. And always failing. Well... yeah, it seems like it's a little bit silly to... have you with me when I run back to my ship, so... yeah, for right now, side of a gang hideout. I stream twitch.tv/Rylu on Sundays. sometimes Wednesdays, a lot of Wednesdays, and also stream a bunch of other things on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Till next time, have a good day, great day even. Chowskis.